What's going on, guys? This is Dustin Wright. If you're new to the channel, please give me a like and subscribe so I can help you get further in your life through the trials and tribulations I'm doing in mine. So today I want to talk about the first 30 days of being a real estate agent and what you need to do so that you can get that ball started, get your momentum going, and you can start gaining clients, getting confident in yourself when you sit in front of buyers and sellers so that you can help them and make yourself a great business person and keep your business thriving all year round, okay? Because when we first get into the business, it's so unclear exactly what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to do it. Because the number one thing is, how are we gonna get business? How are we gonna get clients? How are we gonna get buyers and sellers? Where do we find them? And once we find them, what do we say? So I'm gonna explain to you what you should be doing and what I should have done my first 30 days when I was a real estate agent that could have helped me get further than I already am, quicker, okay? So these are very important when you get licensed and this is the first 30 days, or even if you are already licensed and you're past your first 30 days, hopefully this can guide you in the right direction so that you can get business, be confident in what you say, and every way you walk. And that portrays to the buyer and the seller. In this business, confidence is key. If you're not confident in what you're saying, it doesn't matter if you're right, if you're factual on what you're saying, you have to give the buyer and or seller confidence that you can find them the best deal or you can get them the most money for their home. So, the first step is you must commit to being your best. Because in this business, if you don't have the mindset that you are going to be the absolute number one in your company, in your county, your work ethic isn't going to be at the point it's supposed to be successful in this business. If you come in this business and you just want to sell a couple houses a year, it's going to be extremely hard for you just to meet that minimum goal. Because when you're working and you're doing your motions day in and day out to get business or do whatever it needs to be done, you're not going to have that motivation like, I'm the number one person. I need to be at the top. I need to be better than everybody around me. Your work ethic is going to show that. So you're only going to put in 50% of the effort because you only want about 50% of the business. You can't go in with a mindset like that. You have to go in thinking that you are going to come out of this thing the best realtor, the smartest, most confident realtor any seller or buyer has ever seen. Okay? So you must commit to being your best before you do anything, because that's going to change your whole mentality of the business. Because now you are shooting for the stars and you just might land on a cloud, but you have to shoot high. That's a number one step as far as the first 30 days go in your business, because it's very critical. If you don't have the switch mentally, you're not going to switch physically, okay? If you're training to go to the army, okay, from what I hear, the training is intense because your life's on the line. So if you want to be successful in a business, why isn't your training intense? Just because your life's not on the line? It just may be in a different aspect as far as paying the bills, feeding yourself. But why not thrive? Why not shoot and trying to be the best that we could possibly be? Because this is a very competitive business. And if you're just a player in the game, I hate to tell you, I don't know how well it's going to be for you. But if you're working harder than everybody else, you're training to be the best, and you do it over time consistently, well, you are not only going to set yourself up to be that person, you're going to be a lot happier because all your work is paid off. So, number one, commit to being the best, okay? Step number two, very important as well, because once you make the decision to now be the best in the business, you then must train like the best, okay? referring back to the soldiers going to war. They have to train so intensely for every scenario to happen. But what's the difference in real estate? You sit in front of a buyer or seller and you expect to have the knowledge on what to say to them, but if you didn't train with people in your office, a friend, on what to say when you get your objections thrown at you, how do you know what to say when those sellers and buyers ask you questions? There's only one way to do it, and you have to train. And training, let me go a little bit deeper, okay? Scripts, contracts. Listen, you must train every scenario, because the only thing that's going to make you better at something is doing that thing over and over and over again. My gamers out there, I know when you play that game for so long, you start getting the hang of it. And you start finding things out in that game that you may have just not found out if you didn't put that much time. Okay? My athletes out there, those of you that have been doing it since you were a little kid, soccer, football, basketball, you need to know it's all the same. Okay? It doesn't matter what you do or where you go. It's all going to be the same. If you want to be the best, you have to train like you are the best. And the outcome will follow. It'll fall just in line, but you have to train like you're going to be the number one. Okay? And you have to do it every day. The key to real estate is to train, apply the skills, train, apply the skills, and train some more. That's the only way you're going to get better. Okay? So you have to know what to say when a seller tells you that they think their home is worth more than what you have comped it at. Or when a buyer wants to put in a lowball offer, you need to know why that hurts them if this is their dream home. Okay? You need to know these things so you can make your clients feel like they have the best realtor in the world. Okay? And the only way you can do that is if you train intensely, like you're going to the Army, like you're in the NFL, like you're in the MLB. Guys, those guys all work for it, okay? I guarantee you, I put everything I have that every single person has made it in the NFL, Major League Baseball, anything like that. They have put blood, sweat, and tears to get to where they are, okay? And how they do that? They train. They train harder than everybody around them in college, in high school, okay? In the training camps. They kept training and training and training and training. So when they got in that field, or when they got in that situation, they have so much education and knowledge that it looks like this guy has a second talent. It looks like he has God-given talent because they train so hard and so long. So guys, training is the absolute most important part after making the decision to commit to being the best. Because if you don't know what to say, you can't be your best, okay? So training is extremely, extremely, extremely important. Now, step number 3, okay? These 3 I put these 3 because I think they're the most important of them all right? Step number 3, the last but not least, you got to trust the process, okay? You have to trust the process when you're going through these things, because if you don't trust all the hard work you're putting in now, okay, 4, 5, 6 months down the road, you're going to feel like it's not worth it. You're going to feel like you should have had more than what you have gotten. But this is the most important time in your business or in your career, athletically or educationally, where you have to really hold tight and keep pushing, keep training, okay? Keep training, even when it gets tough, because let me tell you how to win, okay? You have to stay in the game the longest and keep working on it. The guy who wins in the sport, or who always passes those tests with A's and everybody wonders how they do it. How do they get it done? They just keep studying. They keep grinding. They keep working so that they have a work ethic that no one can even touch. So to get on their level, you have to literally outwork them. And that's how you want to run your business, because if the only way for someone to get past you in your business is to outwork you, and you work 6-7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 7 at night, working on your scripts, working on your training, practicing contracts, there is nothing stopping you. The guy who stays in the game the longest and works the hardest is going to win every single time, man or woman, no matter what it is, okay? So the first 30 days of your real estate career, these are extremely vital, okay? Guys, thanks for watching. You know what we're doing here. We're trying to get to 100% each and every day and each and every way.